Hello everybody, welcome back to the channel. Today I've got a thermostatically controlled tap that is no longer thermostatically controlled. It's very stiff to operate and almost impossible to regulate. It also leaks from the tap end that you turn it on and off, which is very loose. Never had one of these apart before, so I'm going to learn as I go and see if we can find out what's wrong with it. I've got a box of O-rings for this. Hopefully, if they fit, I might be able to do something with it, because that's what's inside them. I think that's what makes them leak, is the O-rings. Yeah, this is a common problem in hard water areas. We've got extremely hard water here and it calcs up, and that's why this becomes very stiff at this end here to mix. So it's got lots of cal in it, and calcium buildup is immense. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to try and take this apart. I've got a fair guesstimate on how it comes apart, and we'll see how bad it is. We'll start this end, because this is where it was leaking from, this end here, and it's a bit manky, this mixer tap. This is shower tap, but I think most of this will clean off and I'll polish it up. If not, I've got another body somewhere that's been taken apart before. I might be able to swap the bits and see what happens. So first thing, we'll take these caps off. A bit difficult to get at, but I think it'll come off eventually. Normally these are just, yeah, it's got a little O-ring seal that holds it on, and it's actually metal, which surprises me. Now inside here there's a screw, so I'll take that out. And this whole cap here should pull off. Get the screw out. A little bit more. That's probably got it. Dig the screw out. There it is. Put that to one side. Now this should pull off. Oh, right. So that bit comes off. And that came off easy. Again, metal, not plastic. Lovely. And we've got a nut on the end there. I'll probably have to put this in the vise to get that out. And looks like there's a clip on there. Yeah, there's like a little C-clip on there as well, so that'll probably have to come out. Right, so before we go to the vise, I might as well take the other end off. If I can get in there. Got a tiny little pick here, and it doesn't. That's tight, that one. Probably stick myself in the hand with a pointed pick. Better still, we get a knife on it. Maybe that'll do it. And it is trying very. No, that does not want to come out of there. Right, I've got a thin screwdriver now. Let's see if that will do it. Now it's coming. Cool, what a horrible little thing. That's got it. screw out the end again. Cool, that's tight as well. That's got it. Right. There's a screw, different length, it's a shorter one. Right. And this came off last time, so let's right, that's that one. Close this knife before I cut my finger. And now this bit, it's metal, so it's not going to destroy itself, I shouldn't think. Famous last words. It's moving. Put it right round. Ah, I lost something there. There's a little piece come out of there. Wonder where that came from. Ah, I see. It's come out of the little hole there. There's a spring, and that goes inside there, so I'll have to remember that that goes back in there. And then we've got a plastic bit, which I think I will mark up to get it back in the same spot. I'll mark it here so it's in line with the centre of that and that there, like that. I'll have some idea then that it goes in like that, and I'll mark that as well just in case. Right, and now we'll take that apart, if that'll come off. Try not to break it. That's got it. Yeah. Grubbiness. Right. That's that. And now it's to the vise. Take these out and see what we got. Right, here we are at the bench. I've got my tap. I'm going to stick it in the vise like that. It's a wooden vise, so it's not going to mark it up. Not that it matters much with this tap. And get my adjustable on there and see if we can get it apart. Yep, that's got it. Unscrew that. Yeah, it's a bit on the grubby side. But, I'll have to have a look inside that later to see if it's got any O-rings gone, because I'm pretty sure this was leaking here. So get the other side. Put that in the vise there. And see if I can get this off this side. Oh, that's easier. A lot easier. Keep it going and see what we've got. Oh, yeah. This is actually broken. Not really sure. I'll have to have a look at that under with a magnifying glass to see if that's been broken, or whether that pushes on the inside of this. If that's been broken, then it's end of story. No, it looks like a machine finish. So I think that would probably be alright. It's got an O-ring there that's gone. So the next thing is clean these up before taking them apart. Looks like we could salvage this this one. A pot there. I've got some cleaning vinegar here. I've used it a couple of times, only on calciumed up stuff, so it's a bit cloudy, but it is white distilled vinegar. There it is. What we'll do is just throw these in like that and let them soak. And get my toothbrush, and when I'm done with that, and give them a clean. Give them a quick brush with the toothbrush and see how we go. It seems to be doing something. It's fizzing a little bit, so I'll be back when that's finished cooking. And there you go, that's fizzing nicely. I'll put all the other little bits and pieces in as well, get them a bit cleaner. It's looking like it's doing the job. Yep, looking cleaner. And once this lot is done, I'll put the whole body in as well. Yeah, that's a lot better. It's coming up nice. Didn't think it would because it looked a bit pitted. That looks alright. Give them a wipe off. And we've got, no, that's a lot cleaner, a lot nicer. Be nicer to take apart, that's for sure. Yeah, that looks better. Could do with a bit longer, I think. But a couple more little bits in there. Yeah, it's a lot cleaner. Might be able to get that O-ring out in one go, which would be nice. And the two end caps, they've cleaned up nice as well. I'm fishing here for something I can't see. It's got it. Right, I'll dry those off with a paper towel. Yeah, that one needs to come apart. That's the little tap, it's very, very loose. Probably needs something to stiffen it up a bit, like a new O-ring or something like that. And that one's turning nice. There's that. Right, and what I'll do, I'll take this out of the vise and just dunk it straight in, half and half. Leave that for a bit longer and I'll put it all back together. After taking, well, what we'll do is take these apart, especially the tap, and take that apart and see if I can change the O-ring in it. Well, that's been soaking for a couple of hours on the one side. We'll have a look, see what it's done, because it was pretty grubby. And yeah, that's coming up really nice. I'll give that a wipe down and then turn it over. I'll show you the before and after. And that seems to be pretty clean. There's the before, and there's the after. You just turn it over and wait for it to soak some more. And there's just a spring just fallen out, which I didn't see. Did that go in there? Must have done. And leave it soak. Okay, so while that's soaking over there, I've come back to the bench, and this is the tap, the on and off bit, and it's very, very loose, and I know this leaks, so I'm going to take off, if I can, this C-clip, and hopefully it'll come apart. I've got a little C-clip off there. This rubber thing comes out, I think. Let's see if we can get that out without breaking it. Right, there you go. That's the rubber thing. That's out. Ah, here we go. So that goes on there, and then there's that. Right. That and that. In that order. Oops. And then this, which is grubby. Ah, there's the little O-ring. There's a couple of O-rings inside there. So that goes in first. So I've got to change those two O-rings. Those ones there. Don't know if I've got anything that size. Have to have a look. Yeah, because those need to be clean, and those need to make contact, and that one's flat. So that's not making any contact, and that's why it's leaking. And this fits on here, and then that has got two little bumps on it that fit into the little grooves inside there, so you can't mess it up really, so long as you've got it in the right order. Excellent. So we'll clean that up, and I'll have a look to see if I've got any of those little O-rings. So I'll put those back into soak, and once they're clean we'll have another look. Right, now here are all my little bits. That's cleaned up quite nice, and so is this. I'm going to see if I can get one of these O-rings off. I don't know if I can get it off without breaking it. Not that it matters, because these are no good anyway. But I don't particularly want to break it, because I want to be able to see the size. That's got it. That's got the one. I'll just have a look, see if I've got an O-ring of that size. Just move that out the way. I'll have a look in here. Box of stuff. There you go. Maybe it's this one here. It's a bit small, I think. Next size up. This one. Yeah, that's the one. So we need two of those. Cool. Knew that kit would come in handy one day. Let's see if we can get the other one off. Got it. And they're the two. We've got these to go back on. There's one. Nice. The next one. 2 nice O-rings. Excellent. And now we'll put this back in here. Ah, much nicer. Much nicer. Then we have this one, which fits on top of there. Lovely. And then we have this one that fits on top of there. That hasn't gone all the way through. Ah, now it is. That's more like it. Cool. And now the rubber bung in the end. Nice. Now we've got a nice stiff tap, and we need this little clip to go back on here. I think that's got it. One refurbished tap. I think this rubber here actually pinches up, and that one didn't leak anyway, so I'll leave that one well alone. I think I got that bit back in the right way. Excellent. And put that back in the body. And there it is. That's cleaned up quite nice, and that goes back in there like that. I'll tighten that down. I'll tighten that down. Got that. That feels much nicer. That's the on-off tap. Well, we've got another bit here. End cap, they came up quite nice as well. So that goes on there, like that. And we've got the tap head, goes on there. Yep. And then a screw in the middle. Let me screwdriver in there. That's tightened up. That feels much nicer. And the end cap. Whoops. Gone, never to be seen again. Try again. That's got it. So now we need the other side. Now then, here it goes. First of all, the spring. Put the little spring in there. And put that in there like that. Screw this up. I'll just tighten this in. Give it a the tighten up on here. It's got it. And we've got this and this plastic bit which went on like that, with that in line with the hole there, and then this I do believe goes in here like this. This at the moment is all the way around, so I'll put it in like that. That's it, and then it comes round like that. Brilliant. And now we need the tap bit itself. Lovely. And a screw. That's nice and tight. Ah, what a plonker. I've forgotten something. From the tap side, the washer. I have to take that off again. Still, never mind. Now I've got to get this one back out again. What a pillock. Lovely. Now we'll try the cap again. Nice, that goes on easier than it comes off. And we should have there now a functioning tap. Cool. So from a grotty tap to something that's hopefully going to work. I shall fit it in the next week or so, and I'll have another one to do, the one that comes off, but that looks pretty good. And that feels more positive, not flapping about. Job done. So I hope you've enjoyed that for this week. Was going to be a Kango hammer this week, but the way things have gone, I've had to do other stuff, and this was needed to be done. This has got to be, I'm going to fit this at the weekend, so by the time you watch this, this should be fitted. I'll let you know if it works next week, before I get onto that Kango hammer. Anyway, thank you very much for watching. If it's been of use to somebody, I'm quite happy, and if you like it, please like and subscribe. It helps the channel grow, it costs you nothing, and I shall see you next time. Bye now.